Alright, I think we're on. Hello, everyone. Oh, sorry I'm late. Had an issue. But hope everybody's doing okay. Lovely to see you. Take a good look. This is the face of a first-time father. I am exhausted. I don't know how y'all do it. With y'all with kids, I don't know how y'all do it. I swear. I also just threw out my back again. So I'm in a lot of pain. Holy shit. Oh. 1 hour sleep, if that. If that. Hello, everyone. And I just wanted to pop in and give some updates for both the YouTube and the Patreon. And a couple of months you can sleep again. I've been told that it gets easier. The first month or two is hell, but it gets easier. I even texted, shout out to Daniel. Maybe I'll mention it when he's here, because he usually pops in for a couple minutes. But Daniel from Embrace the Suck 21, I actually texted him, and it was like, how the fuck did you do this? And he started cracking up, and even called me and was like, dude, it gets easier, but that first month you're gonna freak out. So, you know. And I feel like I shouldn't complain because Queen Boomer did all the hard work, you know? Claire, thank you. I believe I still have Brian reading Super Chat, so hopefully that works. Congrats from Scotland. I've had 3 after 15 years or so. It gets easier. So 15 years? Great! Great! But thank you for all the congratulations and well wishes and everything. It means a lot. Love that you speak to Embrace this. Yeah. I probably talk to Daniel more than I do Spencer, but I love those guys, man. So, man, why hasn't it read the super chat from Claire? Thank you, Claire. Love seeing your reactions to Gordon Ramsay raging. I love Gordon Ramsay. Some people really fucking hate him, though. You know. I always get a few comments like, I can't believe you're reacting to this bully. And it's like, you know. Everybody hates somebody, so there we go. Thank you, Claire.
Love the t-shirt, King Boomer, Starstruck.
I can't stand up right now without pain, so I'm just gonna back up and show you guys. Yeah, I wore this that one live stream. I love this shirt. Ugh. Queen and Princess Boomer are doing well. You know, Queen Boomer is like a fucking superhero. You know, I like. She grew the baby, went through all those pains, pushed her out, and now she's up what it seems like 24/7 without a break, and without complaints, and without losing energy. She's a goddamn Energizer bunny. It's a wonder to watch. Meanwhile, I'm here, zombified, just cracked my, slipped another disc in my back, which hospitalized me last time. So I don't know how she does it, man. Shout out to all the women out there. It's unbelievable. Now, let's get into some channel updates, because I spent the last 3 days since we got Princess Boomer home trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to do reactions when most of the time I got to pay attention to my new daughter. So, been rearranging things around the house. We've worked out like a schedule that we're going to go by. So it's, so after I do this live stream, I'm actually going to get on and start recording reactions, which will first pop up on the Patreon. I'm also going to do reactions mainly for just YouTube. Lately, I've been having a lot of issues getting shows. I think Friday Night Dinner reactions on the YouTube are done. Sorry to say. The last two that I haven't put up on YouTube yet. Everything that I've tried, nothing's working unless I make the audio basically like unhearable. And the last time I threw one up that was kind of like that, I just got endless shit for it. So I think there's only one more season I have to do, and I think I'm just going to do it solo, and I'm going to do it on Patreon. Because for the life of me, I can't figure out how to get it up on YouTube. But, you know, it's the name of the game sometimes. Benidorm, I've managed to get the last two up. So, Benidorm, even though the audio is still messed up for those, but you can actually hear it. So, I think those are going to continue. Plus, once we finish Faulty Towers and Friday Night Dinner on Patreon, I'm going to start looking at a couple new shows to do. I've already got a couple in mind. So if it's not your show that we choose to do, I apologize. But, baby-proof the house. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah. I think I boomer-proofed the house. I mean, wow. So yeah, on YouTube, I'm probably going to shift more towards reacting to other things other than shows, unfortunately, because it's just getting harder and harder to get reactions to full shows up. So there's going to be some stuff on YouTube that won't be on the Patreon, like reactions to, you know, clips of comedians or just things that happened. So there's that. That's probably what's going to... Patreon, I'm still going to be doing all the shows that I'm doing. And probably going to add a couple new ones soon. Queen Boomer is a superhero. I don't know how she does it. Yeah, thank you, Catherine. And thank you, Bill Dorr, for the super chat. Brian's slacking today. I don't know. Does he pop up over here? But yeah, I get all the time like, hey, take your time, come back when you need to. But, you know, the show must go on at some point. Plus, with Patreon, it's a paid subscription service, so you got to keep that going. Plus, to tell you the truth, these reactions help relax me. It's, you know, for some of you guys, I hope that some of you guys... Oh, let's get the... thank you, Bill.
Have you seen Dog Soldiers? SAS versus Werewolves. Would be great for Halloween.
No, I have not seen that. No. But thank you for the super chat, Bill. Dog Soldiers? SAS versus Werewolves? What the fuck? Yeah, what the hell was I talking about? I can't even remember now. But yeah, the YouTube is going to shift more towards like clips, reacting to clips and things like that, and stand-up comedians and other funny things that have happened.
Have you ever watched Men Behaving Badly? That's another funny recommendation I'd give. Sparkles.
Nah. I haven't seen that, Claire, but thank you again for the super chat. You're too kind. I have heard of it, though, Men Behaving Badly. But I'm not going to tell you guys which... Because I have two shows in mind that we're going to start soon. But, again, it's getting harder and harder to get the stuff on YouTube. So, YouTube's going to shift more towards comedian reactions and clip reactions of just random funny stuff. Um, what's up, Eclectic Beard? How you doing, pal? Yeah, I do the reactions pretty much to relax me, and it like a lot of people who follow the channel, I kind of hope that it's kind of like escapism for you guys with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Well, it is for me too when I do them. It's kind of like my escape to relax and have a good time and um, get my mind off of things that are going on, not just in my life but in the world that's so depressing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like therapy for me. So, what's the plan with Only Fools and Horses? Is that still working okay? Yes, it is. I just, you got please, Ronald, you got to be patient, man. I've been hella busy. So no more Peep Show. No, Peep Show. I only had issues with those 2 episodes from like season 4, I think. So unless something happens where, because that's the thing that can happen, you'll be reacting to a show for season upon season upon season, and then all of a sudden, everything just out of nowhere just starts getting blocked. So for now, a Peep Show is working. What's the baby's gender? The baby's a girl. But yeah. So like today on the Patreon, once I end this live stream, I'm gonna do a Friday night dinner on my own, and I'll probably do an Only Fools and Horses, and then I'll just take it from there, because we'll see what happens. James and Marissa, thank you so much. Let's wait for the robot. God, I always do the wrong arm. The first 20 years are the worst. How can that be? But everybody I've talked to, like family, friends, and Daniel from Embrace the Suck 21, shout out to you. They've all said it gets easier after the first month or two. All right. Will the Friday night dinner and Only Fools and Horses be up tonight? I think I'm going to put the Friday night dinner one up. If you're talking about the Patreon, I'm going to put the Friday night dinner one up. And then tomorrow, I'm going to try to get done as many reactions as I can tonight and tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. What is Brian doing? There we go.
Hey King Boomer. How are baby Boom Boom and Her Majesty doing? Please have a look at One Foot in the Grave. Smiley face.
Thank you, James Dowling. Appreciate that very much.
Hey Boomer, it's Marissa. How's the kid and queen?
Thank you, Marissa. The kid's doing great. Very feisty. And Queen is a goddamn superhero. I don't know how she has all this energy to do all this stuff. She's my inspiration right now. Because right now I'm dying. I feel zombified, and I just slipped another disc in my back, so I can barely move. So, but them two are doing great. One Foot in the Grave, isn't that the one where it's like Father Ted the episode was making fun of it or something? I think so. I'm not quite sure. What's going on? All right, so, well, I could probably tell you, Sam. Only Fools and what's not on YouTube that's on Patreon. Only Fools and Horses, Red Dwarf, Faulty Towers. The last season of Friday Night Dinner is going to be on Patreon because for some reason everything's getting blocked now. What else is on there that's not on YouTube? Those are like the main 3. I did 2 seasons of Bottom that are on Patreon. I don't know when I'm going to return to that. I don't believe it. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Tim. Are you doing any special horror on your channel for Halloween, King Brewer? You know, I don't think I'm going to do anything like a special or anything.
Would love keeping up appearances. It's amazing.
Thank you, Donna. Keeping up appearances. I'm not sure if I've heard of that one. No, we're not going to do any.
Congratulations, King and Queen, and welcome, Princess Heart.
Thank you so much, Banner Adders. Hope I said that right. Thank you so much. No Halloween special or anything. I'm probably going to do like a giveaway contest on Patreon for Halloween, because I just don't have the time to do any dressing up or any of that stuff right now.
For the little one.
Oh, thank you so much.
Island, heart.
Thank you, Andrew. You're too kind, man. Angela, thank you so much for the super chat. So what am I... Hold on. Let me see, because it's like on Patreon, I'm reacting... That's not on YouTube. I'm reacting to Red Dwarf, Only Fools and Horses, Faulty Towers. There's got to be more than that. I just can't... My brain's not working right now, that's all. I do Top Gear special reactions like once a month. Usually about. I'm getting ready to do another one. So like once a month I do Top Gear reactions. All the movie reactions that have not made it on YouTube yet, which probably going to be a while. There's like 15 of them that haven't hit YouTube. They're on Patreon. Let's see. Yeah, so that's the stuff that's not on the YouTube. So it's Red Dwarf, Only Fools and Horses, Faulty Towers, Top Gear specials, and the movie reactions that won't make it to YouTube for quite some time. Oh! Man Down, is that on YouTube? Yeah, but usually, like, the other thing with Patreon is when I do reactions to shows, they hit Patreon first before they ever go to YouTube. So usually they show up on Patreon like 2 weeks before they end up on YouTube. My God, so many chats here. I've had to, Collecting Beard, I've had to cut down on the stuff on Patreon I'm doing. I was trying to do 15 show reactions. Left me with very little time for the chat. Yeah, that's the other problem too, because I'm trying to wind shows down, because when you add too many shows, it's like, it dilutes everything too much to where, you know, if you're doing 15 shows, that's like twice as many as I'm doing. Once you do an episode of the show, people start spamming the other reactions, going, well, where the fuck is the next, you know, say you drop a Friday night dinner, and then after 3 or 4 days, you start seeing comments going, where the hell is Friday night dinner? And it's like, well, I'm doing so many different shows, like, I gotta keep up with the other ones, you know? Have you got a movie ready for Patreon? Yes, tonight I'm going to try to get done. God, I can't even, my brain is so messed up right now. What is it? Green Street Hooligans. Green Street Hooligans. How was that external editor going? It didn't work out. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. So I can't hire an editor. I don't make enough money to hire one. And there's a lot of the editors that you look for, like the prices that they want for editing your stuff, it's like you'll be losing money hiring an editor. So it's just, The only way I could hire an editor is if I made like 6 to 7 times as much as I make now, which I don't even make that much, believe it or not. So, is the festival still on YouTube or Patreon, King Boo? Yeah, it should be on both. Should be on both. Why aren't these super chats getting read? I'm gonna fire Brian. So yeah, I'm getting ready to react to Green Street Hooligans since it was the most voted for on Patreon recently. Mark Pepper, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. You are way too kind. Only thing with Patreon is I like watching you on the big TV. Really? You can't watch me on a... Put the Patreon on a big screen?
Hilarious. Probably watch a couple of clips first and see, but when you have time, love your videos.
Thank you, Donna McKnight. I don't know. I try to avoid watching clips to shows now. Because every time I do, like half the comments are like, no, you need the full context, you need the full show. You can't just watch a short clip, you know.
Buy something for baby boomer from me and my wife Kayla.
Oh my god, Craig! Craig, you are way too kind. Thank you so much. And tell your wife Kayla I said hello. I found my eclectic beard. I found myself trying to just diversify for YouTube and now Patreon on what I offer lately. YouTube doesn't seem to like pushing reactions since late last year. Yeah, it's... I mean... It even a year ago for me, it was a lot easier. Now it's tough, man. It's tough. Like, out of nowhere, the Friday Night Dinner reactions were getting blocked left and right. And no matter how much I mess with the audio, because it's a sound copyright that they claim, no matter how much I mess with the audio, nothing seems to really work. Until you just hear... That's all you hear. So, it's not even worth putting it up. Yeah, YouTube can't be cast using Chromecast on a TV used to this. Patreon doesn't support it. Fuck, that sucks. I didn't know that. That sucks. I've never tried to put it up on... I don't even think I've tried to put it on full screen on my thing just to see what it looks like. How do you feel about comedy sci-fi? I'd love to see you watch Doctor Who, but realize it might not be your thing. Annie, sure. I'll tell you what, Annie. Doctor Who is... Even before all of discovering all these British, Irish, Australian stuff, I had heard of Doctor Who. Doctor Who is very famous in the States. I've just never watched it. So I'm very curious about Doctor Who. Isn't it like really old though? Like you got to start from the beginning and then they cast a different Doctor Who each season? That's what I've heard. But everything I've heard about Doctor Who is great. Except for the recent Doctor Who's. But, you know. I've heard it's classic, man. What you need to do is put Patreon on your phone, then cast your phone to TV for big screen. I'm such a boomer, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to do it, man. Yeah, Green Street is the worst of all the hooligan genre of films. Well, that's what people voted for on the Patreon, so. What's up, Chatty-O? Thank you, man. Like, when did they first start making Doctor Who? Is it like the 80s, 90s? Because isn't it like an old show? Maybe even the 70s? I have no idea. But I know Doctor Who is like one of the longest running shows of all time. King Boomer's so sleep deprived, he just deep-throated the mic. Come on, England! Come on, England! 60s? 60s? What? 1963. Holy shit. Collecting Beard, it was from the 60s, but you could start with the, with Billy Piper. So you just want me to skip the beginning? I gotta see the beginning, though. Thanks for introducing me to rock and roll and more Guy Ritchie films. Hey, thank you, Josh. Those were the first times I was watching them, too. I can't believe... Because I'd heard of some of them, and I can't believe I never got around to watching them in my life. King Boomer. Ow! Fuck. Oh, my back. The World Cup is starting in 2016. Who are you rooting for? I bet it's England. Well, I'm going to be rooting for the USA, Scarlett. But I'm going to have a big soft spot in my heart for England and Wales. And Scotland if they make it this time. Weren't they not in it last time? I can't remember them being in it. And I watched some of the games, so. Fresh Meat. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Gavin and Stacey. I've heard of that one. But they lost old footage to animate some, but other than for lore purposes, Eccleston is a good spot to start. Okay. Okay. I actually saw somebody, I can't remember who put it in, but somebody said, hey, Eclectic Beard, I think you should watch, when are you going to start watching Gimme, Gimme, Gimme again? But I think in the last live stream you told me that that wasn't for you. I don't know if you saw that one. Oh, that's right. The World Cup is in the U.S. Isn't it in like 3 different cities too? Is it low back pain you got? Yes. Yes, lower back pain is the worst. I slipped a disc in my back again, but fortunately it's not as bad as when I had to be hospitalized. Have you watched the next episode of Friday Night Dinner? No, but unfortunately, Robster, if you just arrived, Friday Night Dinner is now, the last season is going to be Patreon exclusive because everything's getting blocked now, and I've tried everything. I actually spent an entire day 3 days ago just trying to get one episode up on YouTube, and it's just... I've tried everything. It's not working, so it looks like the last season and the episodes from Season 5 I couldn't get up on YouTube will not make it. So it's going to be... Last season's going to be just Patreon, unfortunately. Gimme, Gimme, Gimme is dreadful. Hey, some people like it. Some people like certain things, some people hate certain things, and some people...
got a fucking screw loose, just like the guy you're watching right now.
Oh! Simon!
Was going to have a chippy, fish and chips, now digestives and a cuppa, it's worth it for the wee Ben.
I'm so jealous.
Peace, bro. Regards to the Queen.
Thank you, Simon Watts. You know what? Like, fish and chips is one of those meals where, like, there's tons of places that have them here. It's probably not the same as there, obviously. But, maybe I should go to a restaurant soon and when I have time and order fish and chips. Because I haven't had fish and chips in, like, years. Any of the royal family coming or on the buses? I know of the royal family. I don't know if I'm going to start that soon. And on the buses, I don't think I've ever heard of that one. There will be World Cup games in Miami. Really? Okay, well, I'll definitely go to one. Hopefully they schedule an England game in Miami. Or a Wales game. And again, I hope Scotland makes it this time. I really want to root for Scotland. For YouTube purposes outside of Doctor Who and still game. Occasional Luther at Peaker Blind is not doing more UK shows on YouTube. Patreon, yes. But not YouTube. We'll be at it. Anime and then rotate. Yeah, the shows are getting harder and harder to react to. It sucks, but, you know,
Any
nothing
of
you
the
can do
royal
about it.
family coming up or on the buses?
Yeah, Royal Family I've heard of. I don't know if I'm starting that anytime soon. Buses, I have no idea what that is. I don't. Your left pillow is not done right. Oh my god. Not fluffy enough on my right. Yeah, because I was... Well, if you see that, like... Where is it? Right here? You see this little indentation here? I laid there for an hour straight when I first slipped my disc about 2 hours ago. So that's the indentation I made just from laying there for an hour straight in extreme pain. So... I didn't bother to change it. It looks like... And of course it's sunk in pretty deep. Because I'm a fat ass now. I have nerve damage on my lower back. That sucks, man. No, the lower back stuff... I'd rather have knee problems. Honestly. I would rather have knee problems. I noticed that and not gay. Hey, if you're gay... there's tons of gay people that follow the channel. They're great. Nothing wrong with being gay. It's whatever floats your boat. The current Scotland cohort are looking great, but should be looking tickets for the U.S. Is there anything you can do to rehab your back? Yes, Stephen. I've got like a whole thing, but unfortunately, it probably happened because the last few months I've stopped doing the stretches and the little workouts that you're supposed to do. So... I kind of screwed myself, and you know what I mean. But yeah, I would love, if there's going to be World Cup matches in Miami, I would love to go. But again, can I afford them? That's one thing, because ticket prices in the United States are astronomical. Astronomical. And then, two, there's going to be so many crazy fans from every country who are trying to get into the matches that will probably already beat me to get into one, that they're probably all going to be sold out. So it will be tough. You know what I mean? So I think the chances of me actually getting to go to a match in person are very low. When's the next Plebs reaction? I have no idea. If I do a Plebs reaction soon, it's going to be probably without Queen Boomer, because she's being a mama rock star right now. So I just don't know. Or maybe I'll do it the season without her. Just say you know David Beckham and they'll let you in? Nah, I doubt it. His name doesn't hold the same weight over here as it does over there, my friend. Thomas Ladd. Thank you, Thomas. Shout out to Scotland. When's the next Peep Show reaction on Patreon? I don't know. I'm going to try to get one done soon. World Cup tickets can range from £300 to £700 easily. Oh my god. Yep, can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Thank you, Gradius. I like your name. But yeah, I'd be rooting for USA first and foremost. But I'll easily have a soft spot for Wales, England, Scotland if they make it. I really hope they make it this time. Australia, Ireland, if they make it. Australia was in the last one, I think. Is it?
Have you watched Green Street Hooligans yet?
No, I haven't, Jesse. But soon, I promise. That one's very high, because I haven't done a movie reaction in like 2 weeks. And I want to get movie reactions done. Kevin Stokes. I'm laughing at Kevin Stokes because he says his name doesn't hold any weight in England either. He's a nub. Aaron, what's up, dude? Do you see this face, Aaron? This is the face of a newly christened father who has been zombified and just slipped another disc in his back, so I can't move. I can't even, like, I'm scared to, like, pick her up now because of it. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna hop on out of here. Anders, thank you. That's a very kind gesture. Norway. Norway's got to be so beautiful, man. I swear. His Josh, his name holds weight if you're a 35-year-old single mom, to be fair. That's hilarious. James Buckley's channel is funny to watch. Yeah, he doesn't post that often, but I follow him. But I'm gonna hop on out of here, and I gotta get to work on doing reactions for Patreon. So if you're subscribed to the Patreon, the Friday night dinner reaction will be posted tonight. I'm not sure when though. It might be late. So. But it will be up tonight, because I'm probably going to get that done in the next hour or two. Homie will have a lovely day. We'll have to find some time for an off-air StreamYard hangout in the future or something. Yeah, collected beer. Like, I don't know if you got Instagram, but if you message me on Instagram, that's probably the best way to get a hold of me. Or if you want to send me a message on Discord, even though I barely check it now, it might be a day or two before I see it. But Instagram is probably the best way to get a hold of me, because I'm always clicking on Instagram on my phone every hour. So, Brody Vickers, thank you so much. I'm going to wait for this to read it and then hop on out here. Thank you, Gradius. I will tell Queen Boomer that all of you said hello. So yeah, Green Street Hooligans is probably going to drop in the next 2 days on Patreon. Friday night dinner will be sometime tonight. Might be late, but it's tonight. And then tomorrow, definitely an Only Fools and Horses. And probably a Top Gear special is coming soon, because I promised my Top Gear consigliere that I would do one in the next couple days. So a Top Gear special reaction is probably in the works on Patreon soon. But again, on the YouTube, you're going to see less of the shows, since it's getting harder and harder for them to come on, for me to post the reactions to them. And I'm going to try to do more like comedian reactions and funny clip reactions, and probably some football chants too, or football stuff.
Going towards your future back med bills.
Oh my God, thank you.
Relating to your Amzivits. This Mitchell and Webb sketch is comedy gold. Lots of love to the FamX.
Thank you so much, Brody Vickers. I appreciate that. Mitchell and Webb, I can't believe I haven't got around to that yet either. All right. So thank you guys so much for the love and all the super chats. I think you guys sent a lot. It feels like you sent a lot. My brain is fried, but I'm gonna get back to work. And again, Friday night dinner reaction on Patreon tonight, and then tomorrow on YouTube. I don't know what I'm gonna post, but I am definitely gonna post something on YouTube tomorrow. So, and then hopefully get back into a rhythm for all of you guys, because the show must go on. So you can buy new pillows now. Thank you, Andrew. All right, peace out, Boomerites. I'll see you soon. Love all you guys, and tell somebody you love them today, because somebody out there might need it. All right? Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good one, and I'll tell Queen Boomer y'all said hello, okay? All right, even though she probably watched this, because she usually watches the live streams from